You mentioned Farrell throwing his shoulders around. You've been dying to talk about the prediction that you made last week.
Well, yeah, it was a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it? And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to work out that Farrell tackles that way, and he's done it for a long time, and the laws are changing and the interpretations are changing. It's a league shoulder that he leads with. That's his background. That's how he tackles, and he does it phenomenally well. All I said on the podcast was, you only have to get that an inch wrong, and it's a straight red card, right? At the weekend, there's all this uproar. He hasn't been cited, so it was the right decision. It was never a red card decision.
So he wouldn't have been cited.
So he wasn't going to be cited. It was 100%, in my opinion. It's a tackle or a shoulder charge with no, you're making contact with your right shoulder. Your right arm has to be involved in the tackle. That's down by his side, tense, throwing the shoulder. And it's definitely a penalty, 100% a penalty. And my take on it is, you look at it and you go, flip it round. Elliot Daly's got the ball. Elliot Daly makes that sort of mazy little run, and someone like Jesse Creel or Diolande hoses Elliot Daly, exactly the same tackle. What's everyone at Twickenham saying?
Exactly.
They're saying it's a penalty.
But that's what it is. That's what sport is, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I tweeted about it, and I had the most engagement of a tweet ever. So, Goody, I'm going to carry on doing this. This is what you do. You send out tweets, you gain more followers. So I gained about 20 more followers off my tweet. And I just said, if you're asking me, this is what rugby is. Play on and stop this ridiculous chain of red cards. What a tackle. I've seen so many not red cards lately. So I just tweeted that.
But it's not. Again, it's nowhere near a red card, though. That's not the debate.
No. Yeah, but we've seen red cards for stuff like that. That's what I'm saying.
No.
George Smith's.
Yeah, but he's hit him up top. He's hit him where they think they've made contact was on his chin. Yeah. There was no question Farrell's not made any contact anywhere near his chin. The understanding, people are like, it's a high tackle. It wasn't a high tackle. Yeah, but that's not what anyone's saying.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, my point is, when people are coming back to me, they're saying, it's a penalty. What are you on about? Yes, it is a penalty.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not a penalty. I'm saying my personal view.
You are, because you said it's play on in your tweet.
Did I?
Do you? So Jim.
That's my argument. My argument. It's not a red card.
No. I've said play on and stop this ridiculous chain of red cards. I want to see tackles like that. That's what I want to see as a rugby fan.
But it's an illegal tackle.
In today's rugby climate, it is.
But it always has been. Throw a shoulder.
No, I don't think a tackle like that has. Well,
Mate,
of course it hasn't. We've seen massive monster hits over years gone by.
Here's the argument. If that is, and I haven't tweeted this, but if that is a Fijian, a Tongan, any Pacific Islander, a Samoan,
a Scotsman,
I'm telling you now, that's a penalty. They give a penalty because that's
so why. So tell me this. Why haven't they give a penalty then on the biggest stage?
And here's why. Here's why I think he hasn't given a penalty. One, because during the game, when I think it was Pollard that missed, I think he got one of the penalties when Cruz got smashed in a tackle and was turned over.
Yeah,
and I think it was a penalty to put South Africa back ahead.
And he hit.
You hear, I can't remember who it was. You hear one of the players saying, "Was that not a high shot?"
It's Farrell who runs in, doesn't he? You hear Farrell all the time on the ref mic, don't you? Ref, fucking hell, ref.
And is it, asked if there's any arms in the tackle. So does he go, well, I haven't given some others, so I don't give that. Does he go, actually, I'm getting absolutely lynched here if I give a penalty because the ball's been kicked out. Everyone in the stadium, bar 3,000 South African fans, are cheering, going, yes, we won. But he checked it, and fair play, he's checked it.
He's got the TMO in his ear. Mate, there's so much. That is the biggest decision of his life.
It's a huge decision
of his life.
And here's the other thing: if that's 30 minutes into the game and it's checked on the TMO, or 50 minutes into the game, he gives a penalty. I guarantee it.
Oh, mate, I'm agreeing with you. I think it's a penalty. Because in terms of the
play on in your tweet, you said play on.
I'm saying play on, as in I want to see tackles like this.
But they're illegal, so it's a penalty.
Well, obviously it's not illegal. He didn't give it.
It is.
Goody. This is the thing.
So what you're saying, Jim,
George Smith's tackle on Jackson Ray, they're saying wasn't a card. I want to see tackles like that.
What you're saying is it's illegal, but you want to see more of it.
No, I'm not saying that, you shit stirrer. Isn't that? No,
that's what you're saying.
I'm saying it's illegal in today's rule law book. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And this is what we were talking about before. the tackle with Will Spence, he shouldn't have been sent off.
He should.
In my opinion. In my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
By the letter of the law now,
Yeah.
he should have been sent off because he
Yeah.
made contact with the head. So that's where my mind's changing. I'm saying the game is being ruined. Farrell, as captain at that point, has gone out for his country and absolutely obliterated him to win them the game.
But
But what?
the argument is that should have been a penalty, which could have lost us the game. So imagine we're sat. Imagine we're
that should
sat
have been
now.
that should have been a penalty
Imagine
now.
we're
But
sat-
do you want to see them all the time now? So going forward for the rest
He's
of
only
the
got
time,
to lift his right arm.
Yeah,
up.
okay, whatever he's got
He's
to do.
had a mind explosion.
Yeah,
He shouldn't have done that.
I think he's lost his shit. I think that's why I think he's like, right, I've had enough. I'm flying out the line. But so these big tackles, because there's, and we've slow moed it. We've seen pictures. I tweeted another picture about it where the tackle doesn't look that high, and
It's not high.
he's tried
Let's
to
clear-
wrap his arm. He's
let's-
been bounced
No.
off.
Let's clear it up.
But
It's
some people
not-
are saying it's high.
But it's
Hang
not.
on.
This is the
Okay.
thing. So what the process we're talking about, nothing to do with a high tackle,
So you're just saying the arm's not been
because it's
wrapped.
below the shoulder line.
So the arm's not been wrapped.
So his the contact point that he's made with his right shoulder, his arm is not engaged in that tackle at all. It's down by his side. It's clenched. It's a shoulder. He's thrown the shoulder, so it's a shoulder barge. It's below the shoulder line. That is clear and obvious. So there's no red card issue here. There's no citing issue. To be cited, it has to be a red card offence within that threshold. So you can rule that out straight away. And everyone with half a brain knew that was the case straight away. There was no citing going to happen because he's made no contact with his chin, his head, or anything dangerous like that. The argument is it a penalty? Well, yes, it is, because with his shoulder that he's made contact with, there's no engagement from that arm. So it's not a citable offence. It's a borderline yellow card offence. It's probably a yellow card and a penalty, and Pollard would have missed it anyway, so England still win.
So why have World Rugby not come out and said that it's unacceptable then? They've got a platform to be able to say it's not a red card, but it was potentially
Watch
a
this
yellow
space.
card, or it should have been a penalty.
I believe the referees are all meeting today in Cardiff, so watch this space.
And what was the ref called?
Angus Gardner.
And Angus Gardner is going to be with the referees, and
This is what they do,
How
though.
do you think he's going to be coy as fuck? Or
No, but this is the thing. Referees, like players, so we, when we were players, which admittedly is a fucking long time ago now, but you watch a game, you analyse a game, you go through everything as a player, as an individual, as a team. What have we done well? What can we work on? What happened here? What would you do again if you had this opportunity? And that's what referees do. I went to meet Wayne Barnes and do the interview for our subscription service on patreon.com. Do subscribe, because that's got Andy Rowe the Mohawk.
with no mohawk.
Yeah.
It's happening.
And then off the back of it, referees do that. So they'll all be discussing it and saying, yeah, that should have been a penalty.
Yeah.
But if you scrutinise every tackle in every game like that, what do you want World Rugby to do? Come out and say, in minute 36, there was a tackle, but no one remembers. Everyone remembers the foul thing. And what World Rugby, I'd hope the referees or whatever, however it works, come out and say, moving forward, that should have been a penalty. Absolutely not a citable offence, but, or that's fine, play on. Like Erasmus said after the game, if that's a tackle and that's legal, then why aren't we doing it?
Oh,
And
God,
that's the
if
thing.
If they start doing it.
Imagine the
they're
Saffers doing
fucked. The Afrikaans,
Yeah.
the Dutch, but I don't know. There were so many high tackles. I was there watching last night. I thought, am I going to be an absolute nose now and stop every part where I can see a high tackle and screenshot it? What about Johnny Mays?
So the other
That's
thing,
a high tackle.
the other thing
there.
that Angus,
I'm
and
just-
that's before that play.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And all the ones that you can pause and go, well, this should have been a high tackle, that should have been. Some are high tackles accidental. Some are, Farrell's is premeditated in the sense of I'm going to obliterate him, not in a sense of if Esterhazen is running a George Ford. If I played me, a lot of the other backs, you're thinking, go at his knees and please hope he falls over. Farrell's like, I'm fucking giving this to him, full barrel, boom, slams his shoulder in, and it's a premeditated. I'm gonna try and smash him.
Mate, he's lucky. He's lucky he didn't fall into the tackle anymore. Do you know what I mean? We've seen guys get obviously knocked out. I've played alongside guys that have been knocked out. Jeff Barlin was one. I know it was just a very different tackle situation. But he got knocked
that
out
Brad
because Brad Barrett and Richard Barrington, and the wrong person got sent off in that game. But you're looking at that, 2 inches lower, and he is absolutely fucked, isn't he?
But that's what World Rugby are trying to do to get it out of the game, change people's techniques. So we've all been taught over the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Someone like yourself, Jim, And, I remember defence coaches saying to me, you can't bend over, your belly's too big, so just aim up top and just hold on. So you target the chest area of the ball, right? World Rugby are now completely trying to lower everyone's sights to get away from any close collisions with the head. So lower the sights, which now you're looking at around the gut area, which I had still got one, a massive gut. But
they could have done you a favour.
Mate, if I played now, I'd be unbelievable because they're bringing in the nipple line.
Yeah.
And as I've said, my nipples are around my knees, so you couldn't. I'd be untackleable.
If they hit you in the belly, that hernia could explode.